Blackstone Publishing presents Correspondents, a novel by Tim Murphy. This book is read by Necar Zadegan and Assaf Cohen.
To the Acaries.
A fish said to another fish, "Above this sea of ours, there is another sea, with creatures swimming in it, and they live there, even as we live here." The fish replied, pure fancy, when you know that everything that leaves our sea by even an inch and stays out of it, dies. What proof have you of other lives in other seas?" Khalil Gibran, The Forerunner. Prologue. Mahrajan. Labor Day weekend, 2008. Before everything changed that afternoon, Rita Khoury had been so happy that she'd finally stopped thinking about unhappy people elsewhere. The night before, in a mid-priced chain hotel off I-84 in central Connecticut, she and Jonah Gross had had incredibly gratifying sex before falling asleep in each other's arms on cool sheets as the AC lowered. The next morning, after showers and coffee, Rita felt a warm buzz of contentment while sitting in the passenger seat of Jonah's Mini Cooper on the Mass Pike heading east. At a certain point, after Worcester, she realized that not once that morning had she observed a stray object beside the road and tensed, thinking it was perhaps an IED or the charred corpse of a dog, goat, or child. She understood this to mean that she was unusually relaxed. Jonah's right hand in hers, on her knee, as his left maneuvered the wheel. She was both eager and anxious to go to the Mahrajan to reintroduce Jonah to her sister and present him for the first time to her mother, her nephew and niece, and, of course, to Bobby and the high-tech leg that had replaced his real one. She hadn't been to a Mahrajan in 9 years, and while one part of her thrilled to join the line of dancers, something that had filled her childhood heart with a sense of the exotic world that awaited her beyond Massachusetts, another part was reminded of the constraining flatness of childhood, the tyranny of day trips in the back seat of the car, relieved only by a book, the feeling that provincial adolescence would never end, and that the big, dazzling universe would never, ever unfold before her. Funny, she considered. She'd always thought that the first boyfriend she'd bring to the Mahrajan one day would be Sammy. There would be a comforting sense that the dancing, the food, the old ladies gossiping in Arabic with the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?